All right, we're going to review the Queensland Maroons in this week's jersey review. Straight away, they have gone back to their foundations with a traditional maroon jersey with a stub collar. You've also, if you look subtly at this one, it's got the logo repeated through itself, and also a series of lines in the sleeves,
Touching on
throwback to 2006.
I must admit, I did when these were again first revealed online. I must admit, I didn't know either of them until I saw them in person. And yeah, it's almost like a Dolce Gabbana, almost like pattern, if you will. And then yeah, the hint on the 06 sleeves. Yeah, very just subtle touches like that are nice. I failed to mention, well, New South Wales did do that with theirs as well. They had a very subtle of the traditional New South Wales logo with the, like the shield, if you will, the crest repeated as well. So little things like that I do like. It's like from a distance, it's a nice, plain, clean maroon jersey, and then you've got the details up close.
It is. I'm a little bit more of a traditionalist, and there was a time when I liked subtle patterns within there, but what I struggle with this is it's more of a black going into
it's a dark, yeah, well, it's a dark maroon.
It's and I think it would have been better if it was a lighter colour going through those, or a distinct shade rather than a fuzzy blurriness about it.
Maroon is tricky though, isn't
it? It is.
You
tricky.
can either go too brown or too purple. So I'm guessing like it's you get the slider a bit off.
Once again, they've got 4X on the sleeves. They've got Oswide Bank on the back, on the chest, on the back. I believe shells at the top, and this year they're adding Host Plus, which isn't on the retail jerseys.
No, yeah, they didn't come on board till later. It was only, I think, revealed a couple of months ago, and of course the retail jerseys have been on sale since before Christmas. So, just touching again on the colour. I like they did this in 2020. It was a big hit then, I think, and it was something since Puma took over. It was something they're wanting to get back to, and from what I understand, I got told, quote unquote, it's here to stay. So I'm happy if that's the case. I think in general, I think you might see next year, from what I've heard, with heritage jerseys coming out, that there's some retro collars coming back, and I think across the board, it's you heard it here last. The retro collar's back. There you go.
Yes.
But back at back to the matter at hand. Great clean jersey, nice white. Again, the collar makes it.
The collar does make it, and it's predominantly maroon. There's nothing detracting from that. It's maroon through and through. So out of 10, what are you thinking?
Can we do an 11?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, if you're going to give 4s to other things, can we do it? We can do an 11.
Yeah, well, I'll put it this way: I can't go below an 8 in a Queensland jersey, regardless how horrible.
No, I'd say look, honestly, like a 9.5. Being realistic, it's nothing's a 10. I always got told.
Yeah, for me it's a 9. Like I said, there's elements about that the subtle detail that I'm just not quite on board with. I like where they were going, but it just doesn't quite hit the mark for me. In saying that, I'll have one of these in my cupboard. Don't worry about that.
For sure.
All right, next we're going to look at the Queensland Captain's Run jersey. This year it is a maroon jersey with the traditional collar with a massive white chevron through the middle. If you look closely, there is every Queensland rugby league club with their names on this jersey. So broken into the north, central and south, they're put in their sections, and you will subtly see them in the jersey written up close.
Yeah, again, another one I've seen at first glance. I wasn't aware of it until, again, getting my hands on one. Great to see that the mighty Kingaroy Red Ants are featured pretty much front and centre from there. I believe it repeats as well, so if it does get knocked out by a sponsor, I think you can find your team elsewhere. Nice touches like this I always like. I've seen on other years where, the last year before, like they had like the list of fogs, stuff like that. I've always been a big sucker for that sort of thing.
That's it. We touched on this with the New South Wales jersey, or it's just a geometric pattern jersey. This one is all about history and about connection to the community, and that's what I like about it. Yeah, it's a Captain's Run jersey that's focused on where it comes from.
Absolutely.
So I believe the difference between the retail version and the players version is the players version will have all the shields of every winning series on their shoulders.
That's right.
And they will also, if I'm not wrong, they'll have the junior club logo pushed on that jersey at some point.
Yeah, I couldn't get confirmation on this. I'd heard rumblings about that. Yeah, they may have the particular players' junior club. Yeah, logo will be on their shoulder. So other than having their individual fog number on their personalised jersey, they will also feature that club logo.
So on the back, you've got the chevron, the white patch continuing through there, so it's the two-tone. The only issue I have with that is the massive white patch, front and back, where I'm going to spill my sauce from my pie.
Okay. Yeah. Look. Well, I can't eat in this, so yeah, I'm fully with you.
Yeah. But what are you thinking out of 10, mate?
Again, very high. Like nines and a half. The team at QRL done a very good job.
Yeah, to me, the white is just a little off.
Just too much white?
Just a bit too much white. So I'll give it a straight 9.
Fair enough.
Okay, next we have the Queensland Maroons Indigenous Jersey. This one was designed by Sid Domick, a former Bronco and Panther and renowned Indigenous artist, in conjunction with Greg Inglis, the goanna himself. This one actually doesn't have any 4X logos on it, just the Oz Wide and the Puma badge, as well as obviously the Maroons badge, and features many different totems from Origin players with swirls and all sorts of different shades of maroon. What are you thinking on it, Ben?
I like it. I feel like there's a bit more of a modern touch to this Indigenous design. Like I feel like there's like a lot of transparencies and like layering, which you probably wouldn't get with the traditional Indigenous design.
Yeah, it's definitely moved away from the designs that we've seen, in Indigenous around this year, where there's lots of dots and lots of traditional patterns in there. This is very much a modern take on it, very abstract compared to normal Indigenous artwork.
Yeah.
I like the shades of maroon. There's a little tinge of reds and pinks in there as well.
And again, some of that almost earthy kind of like oranges almost.
Yeah, so it's a solid jersey. I think the people of Queensland will get behind it.
Yeah, well, they're always popular, the Indigenous training.
They are. Mate, what are you thinking out of 10 on this one?
9. I like it a lot. Like I said, the twist on the traditional Indigenous design being that there is that kind of.
Yeah, I'll go with a 9 as well. I think it's a really strong jersey. Okay, next we've got the Maroons training jersey this year. It's a predominantly black jersey with the logo silhouetted onto the front and back. So you've got the kangaroo in like a faded maroon on the front with an outline of the Q across the back of the jersey. It's still fully sponsored up with 4X, Oswide Bank, Puma and Shell all over the place. I expect Host Plus will probably be added to the players' jerseys. It's a nice training jersey, and it's adopted that black colour that Queensland's brought in the last few years.
Yeah, I like it. Again, just that you can't have everything maroon. Like with New South Wales as well, they brought in some other colour, like the charcoals and that. I like they've brought in that Kanga Q, and it's kind of like it wraps around the body. So yeah, and it just blends. It's nice. I like it.
There's not a lot you can say about this. It's clean and it's neat, and it's a nice jersey, and not dissimilar to what New South Wales have done with their abstract jerseys for their training and captain's run. This is just a jersey that'll be a nice little piece for those people that have already got 20,000 Maroons jerseys in their cupboard.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Do not pan around this room.
No.
What are you thinking out of 10?
Mate, yeah, I like it. 9.
Yeah, to me it's a 9 as well. I really like this one. It's very clean and I like it.